Smith & Wesson's been around since 1863, and right from the onset, our founders, Horace Smith, D.B. Wesson, one of the things they really focused in on is the ability to control the quality and to really be self-sustaining on every aspect of it. And you go through the factory today, and that's exactly what you see.
The M&P really has its roots in the original Smith & Wesson Military and Police 38 Special back to 1900 vintage. A revolver that was designed for law enforcement, service duty, and really the Model 10, it's one of the most longest continuous running production firearms in the world.
In the last couple of years, you guys have really expanded the M&P line. We've got a bunch of examples, even here, not all of them, but if you would, just start from the end and give us a quick rundown as to how the M&P line has expanded.
So starting in size, really from our M&P Bodyguard 380, which incorporates an integrated Crimson Trace red laser built into the gun. Then we can size up in our offering of M&P pistols into the M&P Shield, right, which is a slim design in calibers 9 and 40, ideal for personal protection.
Yep.
And from slim, we size to a M&P 9 or 40 compact model, right, which gives you a little higher capacity and the features of M&P, including the interchangeable patented palm swell grip panels in 9, 40, 45, and then we can size up right to M&P 45 in a compact, in a mid-size, and also in a full-size frame on the M&P 45. And I'm holding right now one of the M&P 45s in an FDE frame color, and it embodies all of the features of M&P. And all through our M&Ps, you have the built-in stainless steel rigid metal chassis within the polymer frame, so you really have a true metal-to-metal contact with the stainless steel, slide, yeah, and barrel.
Okay, and now that's on the big end, and what have I got here? This is the Shield in 9mm, but tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, you're holding, one of our most popular handguns right now is the M&P Shield because of its application for concealed carry and personal protection. It was designed to be very slim. It has less than a 1-inch thin profile, so it's ideal for concealed carry, whether you're in an IWB type holster or other, and also for personal protection.
Sure, and they do have I've got to say, they've got the most comfortable backstrap area, whether it's the interchangeable backstrap models or on the Shield, which is fixed but still has that great feel to it.
After its introduction, the M&P pistol saw wide adoption by law enforcement agencies throughout the world, and internationally, and that continues to this day, and especially adoption by the consumer public.
There's this umbrella effect that the consumer looks at, that if it's good for that law enforcement department, it's good for me. And there's a lot of truth to that, because we set the bar higher, we set the standards higher to develop a product that fits that need for that professional use. And there is a tie-off from that professional use to that general consumer that may use it for plinking, hunting, or even personal defense.
Want to know what's happening at American Rifleman? Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. We'll be right back.
Just where we're located, we're up in the Northeast. This is Gun Valley, if you understand the history behind it. This is where the birth of firearms were, right from the early start. And we have a heritage behind that we continue to draw on in the area. You look at the quality that we put in today in our standards, it all reflects back to what we have done over the years between military and law enforcement. Smith & Wesson has been engaged on the earliest aspects of its heritage with that. And you look today, M&P, you look back at the original M&P revolvers from the early 1900s, and you look at today, that's all built to bring a standard of quality that's meant for professional use. And that really truly does benefit the consumer.
Also, what really separates the M&P handgun apart from others is the design and the ergonomics that went into the design of the M&P. From the fit and feel standpoint, we designed the interchangeable palm swell grip panels so that you can change from small, medium, large very simply to fit the size of your hand and the grip. And it's not just a back strap, but it actually is a palm swell grip panel that we say, and it could fill out your hand in a small, medium, large. The grip of an M&P has a high bore axis, or close to the bore axis, so that the higher your hand is in the grip, the less flip, if you will, you would experience, and you have a more controllable shooting position. And then overall, we utilize the 18-degree natural grip angle that we had evolved at Smith & Wesson back in the 90s as the perfect grip angle for a natural point in a gun, and that was embodied in a number of guns, including the M&P pistol line.
We're back at Smith & Wesson, and Jan, we're taking a look at a couple of different M&Ps. I've got in my hand a VTAC version, which is in FDE, very, very cool. Comes with an extra magazine with an FDE base plate, and of course the interchangeable back straps are in the same color. Tell me about this program on this pistol.
We customized this gun to be an all FDE finish M&P, and it features the Warrior sights, which are very unique in that they have a fiber optic over tritium 3-dot sight system.
Okay, that's the bigger gun, and this time we've got the smallest of the M&Ps, so tell me about this.
Right, this is the M&P Bodyguard 380 and 380 ACP, and really designed as a personal protection subcompact pistol. It has the M&P fish scale serrations for quick slide release, but what really differentiates this gun is that it has an integrated red laser, Crimson Trace red laser.
Jan, that thing is really small. I love those tiny guns. It's very trim and very small dimensionally. What is the weight on that model?
Brian, it's a very light 13.2 ounces. You have the polymer frame, which is lightweight and it's all right.
This line is, like I say, way more extensive than I'd realized. In the last couple of years, you guys have really expanded the M&P brand, and I think it still harks back to the days of the original M&Ps, which of course were revolvers in those days. But the commitment to quality, excellence for guys that are true professionals, and for the concealed carry civilian is evident. So thanks very much for showing it to us.
Yeah, I think all the features that we put it together really end up with the result of, that perfect shot. All the innovation, the design, whether it's an M&P and a 380 auto, on up to an M&P and a 45, they all combine to give the shooter, that perfect shot ability.
I get asked the question all the time, so what's next for Smith & Wesson? What's the new product? And I will tell you, there's a combination of things that's constantly going on here at Smith & Wesson. One is striving for that quality, that quality improvement. So that plays a part. That's something that we're always working on from an engineering standpoint, from a process standpoint. The other thing I will tell you, what is the future? What are you looking for coming up this year, next year, and the year after? The only way that I can truly comment on that is, since 1852, Smith & Wesson's engineers and designers are constantly looking at what's next, what's new. This I can assure you, there'll always be something new come from Smith & Wesson, and it'll always be exciting.